I'm having my chords really follow the bass. Normally the bass will follow the chords, but here with Cyberpunk, I found I want to build the chords around the bass, as the bass is really the foundation of the song. And with Cyberpunk chords, you're really looking for something more glitchy and ethereal, and so that's what I found here with this Angelic Ghosts preset here inside of Alchemy, which is just a stock plugin here inside of Logic. So you can see with this bass here, the kind of the root note here is G, and I got some other notes bouncing around it, but it's basically G all the way through, and that's good for building tension. And so with the chords, I kind of just, again, had that going on here. So I have the root note here is G for all of these chords, and I'm just building these chords around the G, and that's how I end up with these chords. And then I just took the top two notes in all these chords and just moved them up an octave to make a bigger, thicker sounding chord. And then I also layered in some plucks here using the Andromeda Star Cruise preset from Synth Control's Cyberpunk pack, and it sounds like this. And so by panning those left and right, you get that really ethereal sound, and you add in that bass and the drums, and it sounds pretty cool. And then one last thing I did here is, as I'm going into that build up, I am automating the pitch here on these chords. So the pitch is going up and then it drops. So this kind of adds to that unsettling, glitchy style effect of Cyberpunk. Then during the drop, again, I have the chords following the bass. You can see these root notes here are the exact same pattern that the bass is playing. And then I just took these, moved them up an octave, and then built triad chords out of them using a lot of suspended chords. This is common in Synthwave and also Cyberpunk, is you want to use suspended chords. That means you just take the middle note if you're using a typical triad. If it's a major or minor, it doesn't matter. And you just want to move that middle note around, either up or down inside of here. And I'm trying to keep a lot of the notes similar throughout. So you can see this note is the same across basically 4 different chords. Same thing up here, same thing up here. So the chords don't move around very much. You want to keep them kind of close together, all the different notes inside of these chords. And as far as the patch I'm using Strong Contender, another preset from Synth Control's Cyberpunk pack. Really awesome pack, definitely check it out. Again, that's linked in the description below, and it sounds like this. And then in the second chorus here, I layer it up doing the exact same pattern, only I pan these left and right using the Dawn of Man preset from Synth Control's Cyberpunk pack. Pretty cool, and that's the same all the way through. And then we have the bridge here though, where I'm just using that Dawn of Man here, and I'm using more traditional chords. Again, just trying to keep the similar notes running all the way through. If you want a fuller tutorial on how to create Synthwave and Cyberpunk style chords, I have a full video tutorial on this. I'll link to that in the description below. And so here's what those sound like. And then I am automating the drive, I believe, and the cutoff. So this is increasing in energy over time. That's better. It makes that for a much larger bridge section there. If you found this video helpful, be sure to use whatever special powers you have to hit that like button like you're ET trying to phone home. And if you want more help creating synthwave music, then be sure to click the video playing in a box on the screen right now, as that is my full in-depth tutorial on creating a synthwave song from start to finish. With that, have an awesome day and keep creating.